Thank you all so much. It is really thrilling to be here before you with this item. I'm Councilwoman Torres. I represent West Denver District 3.
I'm Councilwoman Flora Alvidrez. I represent Lucky District 7.
And Councilman Flynn, is he able to speak?
Yes. I believe I am. Thank you, Councilwoman Kevin Flynn, Southwest Denver District 2.
And Councilman Watson had an obligation and couldn't be here, but also lent his support. And I just wanted to highlight a little bit of what brought us to this point, because there have been a lot of phases, including some that have come through the planning board previously. But it started for me in District 3 with the Capital City Mobile Home Park. Now it's known as the Monte Vista community. And prior to me even coming into office, there had been a suit filed because they weren't able to replace old units with new units. And it set in motion a number of conversations where we had to identify pathways to fix or address the mobile home issue in our zoning code, and really the disjunction that exists between those two things. We began a work group in December of 2021, put in place a moratorium for redevelopment on all of the 5 mobile home park locations for a year and a half. That went through April of 2023. By that time came around, we actually ended up renewing it. Again, it expires at the end of this year. And first focused on zoning amendments to replace, and then put the path forward on actually putting zoning language into our zoning code. And I want to share why that's important, because it isn't enough that we've got kind of an elevated philosophy around mobile home parks as naturally occurring affordable housing, home to over 300 families in Denver who likely could not find similarly priced housing in Denver if they were to lose these properties or their homes on these properties. And we know nationally folks buy up mobile home parks and convert them to market rate housing and have no path forward for the residents that live there. What became true for Monte Vista community was that they actually were able to buy their mobile home park. So it was put up for sale. They came to the table through grants, through philanthropy, and through even a City of Denver grant or performance loan to purchase their mobile home park as a cooperative. And they were only able to do that because we had a process underway to provide actual zoning language that spoke to the legality of their housing. And so that becomes a huge factor for Longview, for Shady Acres, for every other mobile home park in Denver. If they go to a bank and say, we would like some financial tool to buy our park, they cannot do it without zoning language that we can only provide them. So that's kind of what brings us here. It may have started in District 3 and then with Councilman Clark and Councilwoman Zedebaca. I'm really honored that the council members that came on in 2023 and the new redistribution of our city council districts put one of the parks in Councilman Flynn's district, but Councilwoman Alvidrez and Councilman Watson have all been very supportive of this effort, the intentions, the goals, and actually what we've built and presented to community. And before I hand it over to the Councilwoman, I just want to thank CPD. Libby and Justin have been phenomenal guides through this process. Fire department, Dottie, DDPHE, and excise and license have all been at the table in our working group. So it has been an incredibly collaborative effort. So